Now you have established Minister of Electricity. We hope to see Minister of Trains. We hope to see Minister of Flights. We hope to see Minister of Dinner. We hope to see Minister of Potholes. We hope to see Minister of GBV. Because the reality is that, Mr. President, nothing is working under you. You are a man on top and doing nothing. The Deputy President of the EFF has been targeted by the leadership of the police, which was willing to connive with suspects and persuaded the suspects to put the name of the Deputy President of the EFF in the murder of our former Secretary General's daughter. When they refused after being beaten, a money has been offered to them to implicate the Deputy President of the EFF in the murder of our own daughter. Why do they do this? It is only known to them. But I'm using this example to demonstrate to you that the leadership of the police is working with criminals. And for as long as the leadership of the police is working with criminals, we will never defeat crime in this country. It is the responsibility of the so-called president to remove Bheki Cele with Honorable Bheki Cele with immediate effect, because he has failed the people of South Africa. What happened to our artist, DJ somebody, aka, will never get to know, because the police and higher echelons of the police are in cahoots with the criminal syndicate. We cannot fight crime well led by criminals. We must first get rid of criminals in order to defeat crime. May AKA's soul rest in peace and haunt all of these people who have made it so difficult for him to live long.
Honorable Malema.
Chair, I'm debating. When we stand up during the president's speech, we are told you raise that point in debate. When we raise the point in debate, something else is being said. It means we'll never contribute in this house. I'm not saying anything against anyone. I'm just telling you the fact that we ought to fight criminality in the police, and if the shoe fit, wear it, because it's the truth. Now you have established Minister of Electricity. We hope to see Minister of Trains. We hope to see Minister of Flights. We hope to see Minister of Dinner. We hope to see Minister of Potholes. We hope to see Minister of GBV. Because the reality is that, Mr. President, nothing is working under you. You are a man on top and doing nothing. And that is very irresponsible of a man to be on top and do nothing. The reality of the situation is that you went against the advice we gave you when you started as a president, that listen to your own organization. Your own organization has now said, put the ESCOM under energy. What did you do? You went to a separate kitchen cabinet and created a Ministry of Electricity, which doesn't derive from the resolutions of your own organization. A clear confirmation that there is a kitchen cabinet that exists in Stellenbosch and that dictates the direction this country must take. If you agree that ESCOM has failed to discharge its responsibility, ESCOM has always had a minister, and that is a Minister of Public Enterprise. And if we need a separate minister, it means that minister has failed. Why are you so scared to remove an incompetent minister who has failed and collapsed everything in the state-owned, under state-owned enterprise? It can't be. Even if you are friends, you ought to have an honest discussion amongst yourself and say, my brother, there is nothing I can do anymore. I need someone capable to come and rescue Dinel, to come and rescue Transnet, to come and rescue SAA, because ESCOM and the rest have collapsed under Honorable Pravin Gordhan. I don't know le Musabani or Honorable Pravin Gordhan. I don't know if he's got a list of impimpis or sellouts of during apartheid, the way you are so scared of him. But he knows and his cohorts that some of us are not scared of him. They've tried it before and we defeated them and will defeat them again. Fellow South Africans, nothing is working in this country. You were promised all manner of things when President Zuma was removed. Things are worse. Things will get worse, because the president said that this electricity crisis is not going to be resolved in the nearest future, at least for 2 years. When he says 2 years, he means 5 years, or even more than that. It is up to you, South Africa, if you want to declare that enough is enough. We must make sure that on the 20th of March, we remove this puppet government from power. We must make sure that on the 20th of March, we demand the resignation of Mr. Ramaphosa. We must make sure that on the 20th of March, we demand the stopping of crime. We demand that the money launderer must be removed from office. We demand that crime in South Africa must be something of the past. If you want employment and you are sitting at home in darkness without a hope, your future is in the EFF. Join the shutdown on the 20th of March when we bring South Africa to a standstill. Only cowards who are in the pockets of capital will be scared to come to the streets on the 20th of March. We tried here in Parliament. They used their majority to defend criminality. We tried in the court. They used the judiciary to defend their criminality. We are left with no option. The streets are calling our names. The picket lines are calling our names. And all South Africans, we look forward to seeing you on the 20th of March 2023. Only the fearless will be on the streets and holding this puppet government accountable. We are not scared. Only Amagwala will go and beg the president that he must not resign. But all those who know that the president did nothing for this country, including himself, will encourage him to resign, because the president had already resigned. And once you have resigned and you are convinced by affection to stay, you must know that it is only the body that remains there. The conscience is gone, because the conscience is the one that wrote a letter. No amount of factionalism can bring back that conscience. I don't know what the deputy president, the former deputy president, is doing here. He allows them to use him against Paul Mashatile, but he knows that these people don't want him. They don't want you. Stop pretending that they want you. And former deputy president Didi Mabuza, please join the streets on the 20th of March in Mpumalanga. All of us, please, let's go on the streets on the 20th of March. Patria muerte! Patria muerte! Patria muerte! Thank you very much.
Last week, Thursday, on the 9th of February, we all saw the President of the Republic of South Africa, President Cele Ramaphosa, give his State of Nation address to the Parliament, which had brought all the Parliament together today for debates. And as you just saw in the video that we play for you, that was the President of EFF, Julius Malema, get to give his parliamentary debates on the State of Nation, which the President of the Republic had delivered. Yes, guys. Welcome to the Cool Bears. Welcome back to another video. But before we get even to discuss more about what the president of EFF, Julius Malema, had said, I just want you to know that he spoke about 35 to 40 minutes, and he spoke about a lot of things. Yes, he spoke about the current situations that the country, which the country is. He spoke about the crisis that the people have been going on. He spoke about the food pricing increasing. He spoke about quite a lot of things. But we don't have all the time in the world to sit here and try to debate or comment about each and everything he has spoken. That's the reason why I at least try to bring up, to summarize this particular point of the video which I play for you, so that we can sit down and try to talk about it and on what he has said and what could be his message behind all this. Well, guys, let's get started to that. So, you know, the president of EFF, when he stand on the stage, the first things we get to notice from our side, he was interrupted already. There were a motion, there were a point of order which was raised by some members of the ANC who have to try to interrupt him, and this point of order was saying that Julius Malema and his people, They were not in the parliament when this state of nation was resting up. I mean, when the president was giving this state of nation address. So therefore, you don't deserve to be part of people who have to debate about this. According to the ANC members, they believe that Julius Malema and the EFF, they should be out. They should not even participate in this debate because they were kicked out from the parliament, and so far they have not the right to be there. Like enough, the chairperson rejected that point of order, saying that they have the right to be there because that kicked out, that they have chased them out from the parliament, it already expired. This is a state, I mean, this is not a state of nation debate, but I mean, this is not a state of nation address, but this is state of nation debates. So therefore they have the right to participate in this as everyone. That was very clear, and Julius Malema, he went on and giving his speech, but he was still interrupted many times by point of orders from different people of the ANC members, and you get to see that these people, they had also planned this. They kind of like trying to take revenge from what the president of EFF and his EFF members, they have done on the day when the president of Republic, Cele Ramaphosa, was delivering the State of Nation address. So they kind of like trying to raise up, asking for point of order one by one, so that the president of EFF should not be able to debate or deliver his message about all this. That is the reason why they keep on standing up repeatedly, time to time. After 2 minutes, one person asks for a point of order. After another 3 minutes, another person asks for point of order. But unfortunately, all the point of order that they were raising, none of it was approved by the chairperson. Instead, all of them, it was kicked and removed immediately because they feel like it was kind of like disturbing from the whole procedure. But guys, I want us to discuss a little bit about when the president of EFF discussed about the crime in South Africa. Crime. Because it's been for some times now that he's been complaining about crimes and saying that the ANC and his leadership, they have failed on solving the problem of crime. But this time he did not mention about the ANC. Instead, he tried to tackle a little bit the president, trying to make the president understand that you might ignore what we are saying today, but the fact is that people you are trusting, that people who are failing you. And he gets to say that the leadership of the police is failing you. Do you know why? Because these are the same people working with these criminals. These are the same leadership which is being corrupted by criminals themselves. These are the same leadership which is not doing enough to make sure that everything's are solved. That is the reason why people such as the AK, DJ Sibu, what, many people, they are dying each and every day because they are being failed, because people are committing this crime. They know that they will never gonna be found and they will never gonna appear inside the court, because they know that you just need to corrupt the leadership of the police. That's why things are being very easy. So the president is supposed to be seeing who he have to place as a police minister, but yet ignore all this because he want to keep his good friendship with his friends. Therefore, it's very pity for him, and he tried to let people of South Africa to know that there is nothing good when it comes to finishing up with this crime that will come from the ANC government, especially from this police leadership. So he went on again to talk about the electricity crisis. According to him, he had rejected everything in blocks about this electricity crisis. He believed that the president is just wasting time because there's nothing good will come out. He's already failed a long time ago. And the president, people is supposed to tackle, people that is supposed to suspend and remove from all this, people such as Pravin Gordhan. Yet the president is not doing nothing about it. So he went even far to say that the president, he kind of like is afraid of a Pravin. That is the reason why no matter what people get to say out there, the president never pay attention to it. And he even says that it look like the president is doing Pravin a favor. You know, like when you know you have owe someone, you owe them something for the rest of your life. So regardless of what the world can say about this person, you will never gonna change your mind. You'll stick to what you have said. So that's how he gets to describe all these things. And you know, I noticed when he was talking about all this, the camera had fixed on Pravin Gordhan, and you could see that Pravin was very embarrassed. He was very embarrassed because they were talking about him like they kind of like, you know, when you are being loved so much by somebody, and this person, regardless of what people are saying, they don't want to give up on you, yet in front of you, in their presence, in the presence of this person, here comes other people who are busy criticizing you. So you always feel that kind of embarrassment. You will not feel more comfortable hearing people talking such things about you in such way. You will feel very bad about it, you know. So, and Pravin was very embarrassed. You could even see from his eyes. Beside him also, we get to see when Julius Malema was saying to the president that you kind of like, you are afraid of certain people, you are just a puppet, you are not doing nothing, you are on top, but you are not doing nothing, blah blah blah. You could see the president, you know, usually when they say this kind of things, you laugh. But today I get to see a face of a president. He was very sad, you know, and very tired. Yes, the president looked very tired. I don't know whether they don't allow him to take enough rest or what, but he was very tired, you know. And he looked kind of like a person who's just like, okay, I'm used to this. I always get this time to time. People always say this, whatever, say whatever, let him say whatever he wants. If he feel like saying about me, I don't care anymore. That is the kind of the president I get to see today. And but the message is there, because regardless of how his body language can speak at the moment, but there will be a time where the president, you will have to sit and have overlook of what this debate is all about, what whom have said, and what, because that is how you'll be able to get to respond to all the debates or everything that they are saying. So right now his body is there, but his mind, I don't think it was really there. So since you still have to come back and respond to the parliamentary, I believe that you will have a proper response on that. But above all, what we should also note from this is that the president of EFF took this as a big opportunity. This was a very a huge opportunity for him to come forwards and tell the world about what is up to come, which is the 20th of March, the national shutdown, which the president of EFF had called. Remember, the parliament is not in the media. At first, when he said about the national shutdown call, it was on the media. He went on, he spoke about a couple of times in different events of the EFF. But today, he got the courage to speak about it inside the parliament. That it is a very strong message that everyone should try to consider, because it is something very big, and he spoke about it inside the parliament. This parliament is being watched by everyone around the world. So him talking about it in the parliament, you're not gonna have an idea what impact this have around the world. So he invite every South Africans to come out, and even said that it's only coward who will stay home at that day. But anyone who's being affected on what is happening in the country, they'll have to come out. And he passed his message. His message, I believe, is now well kept out there by everyone. We shall wait and see what will happen. But the debates continue later on. We'll come back again here and tell you about it and what we'll bring for you in our next videos. But for now, we just want to discuss with you about this speech that the president of EFF, Julius Malema, had delivered inside the parliament. So we'll see again very soon in our next video. But for now, continue to be yourself, be good, be kind, have respect for everyone in order for you to be respected. May God bless you all. I'll see you again very soon. Ciao.